February 2022, Beijing. An 18-year-old is about to attempt something that defies human physiology. 3 gold medals. 3 completely different freestyle skiing disciplines. Same Olympic Games. Here's the problem. Halfpipe obliterates your knees with 6 times your body weight. Slopestyle demands 60 seconds of airborne precision. Big air? Launching from a 6-story building. Spinning 4 complete rotations blind. These 3 events require opposite physiological adaptations. Training for one should destroy your ability to do the others. But before we break down the science, let's answer the question everyone's arguing about. Is Eileen Gu a genetic freak who was destined for Olympic dominance? Or the product of obsessive training that started before she could tie her shoes? Here's the evidence. Here's the genetic side. Age 3. Most kids are learning to not fall over. Eileen was already skiing. By age 9, national junior champion. That's not coaching. That's biological precociousness. Her mother called her naturally athletic. But here's what's wild. Eileen also studies quantum physics at Stanford, speaks fluent Mandarin and English, plays competitive piano. This isn't just athletic talent. This is a brain with exceptional neuroplasticity. It learns and adapts faster than normal humans. That same gift applies to movement. Some people are born with more type 2X muscle fibers. Think of them as biological rocket fuel. Explosive power in milliseconds. We don't know Eileen's exact makeup, but her childhood progression screams genetic advantage. The training side. But genetics without obsession means nothing. Her mother drove 8 hours round trip to Lake Tahoe. Every single weekend. From age 3. That's 16 hours in a car weekly for a decade. That's not talent. That's sacrifice. She runs marathons in 3 hours 24 minutes. That builds mitochondrial density, your cellular engines that create energy and speed up recovery. She models. Studies at Oxford, manages global media. Her brain is constantly switching between high-stress tasks. That builds mental resilience under pressure. Here's my take. Eileen is a genetic outlier with the discipline of a machine. Without the gifts, she doesn't reach this level. Without the torture disguised as training, those gifts die. Drop a comment right now. What's your split? 70% genetics? 50-50? I want your answer. Now let me show you what her body actually endures. 3 events. 3 days. 0 recovery. Halfpipe. A 200-meter curved tube. You hit 40 miles per hour, launch 7 meters into the air. That's a 2-story house. Rotate, land, and in 0.3 seconds, you're airborne again. 5 hits. 5 massive aerial maneuvers. Your quadriceps absorb the equivalent force of a car crash. Repeatedly. Slopestyle. A death obstacle course. Rails. Jumps. Boxes. You're in the air for 60 seconds total, piecing together tricks with millimeter precision. One edge catches wrong. You're out. Big air. 1 jump. 20 meters high. A 6-story drop. You rotate 1,440 degrees, 4 full spins, while your inner ear loses all spatial reference. Your brain is flying blind. Competing in all 3 should be physiologically impossible. Here's why. The energy paradox. Your body has different fuel systems. Halfpipe and slopestyle use your lactic system, 60 to 90 seconds of burning intensity. Big air uses your ATP-PC system, 10-second explosive bursts. Training one weakens the other. It's like building a car for drag racing and fuel efficiency simultaneously. The biology contradicts itself. The knee annihilation. 6 Gs of force. Every landing. To put that in perspective, astronauts experience 3 Gs during rocket launch. Fighter pilots begin to black out around 9 Gs. Eileen absorbs 6 Gs on her knees, 80 times per session, 6 days weekly. For 15 years. Here's what has to happen. Her muscles have 0.2 seconds, 0.2 of 1 second, to absorb that impact and distribute the force properly. Her quadriceps, hamstrings, and glutes work together like a perfectly timed suspension system. When this system works, the muscles take the load. When it doesn't, the ligaments take the hit. And ligaments are different from muscles. They have limited blood supply, so they heal slower and less completely. This is why knee strength and landing mechanics aren't optional at this level. They're survival. The athletes who make it to 15 years of high-level competition, they've mastered this 0.2-second window. Every single time, flying blind. At 1440, 4 full rotations, she spins at 300 degrees per second. Her inner ear, your biological gyroscope, maxes out at 200 degrees per second. She's literally blind midair. No visual reference, no balance system, just muscle memory built from tens of thousands of repetitions. Started at age 3. That's 15 years of programming her nervous system. The recovery trap. Here's the biological reality. Muscles typically need 48 to 72 hours to fully repair after intense impact. Day 1. Halfpipe. 80 impacts. Muscle micro-trauma throughout the body. Day 2. Slopestyle. Those muscles are still recovering. Now she's loading them again. Day 3. Big air. The central nervous system is running on fumes. Studies show that multi-event athletes face a 40% increased injury risk in their final competitions compared to their first. The body simply hasn't had time to reset. Add another factor. Cortisol. Your stress hormone spikes during high-pressure competition. One of cortisol's effects? It slows down muscle protein synthesis, the process your body uses to repair tissue. So she's competing while her recovery systems are working overtime. The athletes who succeed in multi-event formats, they've optimized every recovery variable they can control. Sleep. Nutrition. Active recovery protocols. Mental stress management. Because the competition schedule won't wait for biology. 2021. 8 weeks before Beijing. She tears a ligament in her right thumb. Surgery required. Rehab. Panic mode. Most athletes crumble. Eileen hacked it. Couldn't use her hand. Overtrained her left side. Couldn't train physically. Visualization training. Neuroscience proves mental rehearsal activates the same brain regions as physical practice. Her motor cortex was training while her body healed. When she came back, she was lighter. Less muscle mass, but better power-to-weight ratio. She turned catastrophic injury into biomechanical advantage. Not only did she win after the injury, she won because of how she used it. Her quote, "Pressure is just energy." That's not motivation. That's neurological reprogramming. The Frog Princess. China calls her this because of a green helmet from childhood. She owns it. Brands with it. The Stanford Paradox. Quantum physics major. Oxford exchange student. Victoria's Secret model. Runs marathons in 3 hours, 24 minutes. Faster than 90% of recreational runners. The dragon suit. Custom competition suit. Dragons everywhere. Latin phrases. Non ducor, duco. I am not led, I lead. Vini, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. Designed with a Stanford classmate. Psychological warfare on fabric. Buddhist conversion. 2022. Started using mindfulness meditation to rewire stress response. She literally changed how her brain processes cortisol. The ultimate irony. Her mom thought alpine racing was too dangerous for her talented daughter, so she chose free ski instead, which involves launching off 20-meter jumps. The logic makes zero sense. The outcome is Olympic history. Which fact broke you? Comment below. Comment. Last question. Eileen's Trifecta versus a Decathlon gold medal. Which is more impressive? Decathlon is 10 events, but they're all track and field. Same movement patterns, same energy systems. Eileen mastered 3 disciplines with contradictory physiological demands. Her body existed in multiple biological states simultaneously. Comment your answer. Defend it. Want another athlete breakdown? Drop their name. Next week, we're answering why Olympic skiers tear ACLs in summer, not winter. Your brain isn't ready. I'm Sebastian. This is the Injury Breakdown. Stay curious.